Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 3. So this is the first of several what I'm gonna call Gummi phone videos, and by that I mean I do enjoy lore quite a lot in these games, and I do enjoy actually taking the time to read through some of the lore stuff, like codexes, I guess is what you would call them in BioWare games, but I know not everybody really cares about them or necessarily wants to sit through someone reading through all of them. So I'm making these Gummi phone videos and marking them specifically so you know what they are. So if you are not interested in them, you can just skip over to the next video, and I'll try to do these periodically. So yeah, it's not going to be, you're not going to offend me in any way if these Gummi phone videos are no interest of you and you just want to skip over them, but I just want to make it easy for people who, wanted to have that option, so that if they wanted to hang out and listen to me read through everything, because they might find it interesting or they might learn something new, especially if they need a refresher on who the heck all these characters are and what they mean to the story. This might be a good way to, help with that. So, yeah, if you're going to hang out with me, without further ado, let's start a bit with looking through the character files. I feel like that's the one that we really need the most refreshers for. So, I mean, we know Sora, but I'll just read through everyone just for, completion. Sora, a boy who wields a Keyblade. Having surmounted countless challenges, he was at last given a chance to complete the Mark of Mastery examination, but the attempt ended in failure. He was overtaken by the darkness and lost nearly all of his powers and strength in the process. Together with Donald and Goofy, he has set forth on a new adventure to reclaim that lost strength and acquire the power of waking in order to prepare for the looming battle with Master Xehanort. Oh, cool. There's different models. Oh, that's cool. This is original Sora. This is Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. And then Kingdom Hearts 3. I kind of prefer Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora more, just because I like all the yellow colors. And then this one, it's kind of more muted. I'm not a big fan of the red, but it's okay. Donald Duck, the wise little hen, 1934. Oh, that was his original appearance. That's super cool. King Mickey's court magician and loyal friend. Donald has journeyed with Sora many times to keep the world safe. He has pledged to help Sora through the trials ahead. Goofy, 2 weeks vacation, 1952. The captain of King Mickey's Royal Knights and also a good friend. Goofy has stuck by Sora's side through more than one adventure. He has pledged to help Sora through the trials ahead. Jiminy Cricket, Pinocchio in 1940. Hello worlds, Cricket's the name, Jiminy Cricket. I'll be tagging along with Sora and the others, chronicling every moment of their grand adventure. It's good to be back. Yes, good to have you back, Jiminy. King Mickey, Steamboat Willie, 1928. The king of Disney's castle and one of the true Keyblade masters. He was among the first to notice something amiss in the worlds and take action. In order to gather the remaining Guardians of Light needed to confront Master Xehanort, King Mickey and Riku have gone searching for the lost Keyblade wielders who vanished over 10 years ago. Riku, a true Keyblade master and childhood friend of Sora and Kairi. Though he struggled with the darkness in the past, he learned to control his heart and successfully earned the Mark of Mastery. In order to gather the remaining Guardians of Light needed to confront Master Xehanort, Riku and King Mickey have gone searching for the lost Keyblade wielders who vanished over 10 years ago. Xigbar, a member of the real Organization 13. Despite his defeat at Sora's hands, Xigbar has returned and continues his attempts to manipulate and mislead Sora. Ienzo, the human form of Zexion, one of Organization 13's nobodies. Before joining the organization, he was one of Ansem the Wise's apprentices and researched the mysteries of the heart. He is now hard at work deciphering Ansem's code. Alias, the human form of Laxaeus, one of the Organization 13's nobodies. Before joining the organization, he was one of Ansem the Wise's apprentices and guarded the castle together with Dylan. The Boy in White. He and his best friend would often match wits playing chess during training sessions. Oh, this is one of the ones from the intro. The Boy in Black. Yeah, is the Boy in Black. Galaxy Defenders. He and his best friend would often match wits playing chess between training sessions. Alright. everyone else. Yen Sid, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, 1940. A great sorcerer who watches over the balance between light and darkness. He was also King Mickey's teacher. In the past, he too served as a true Keyblade master, but these days he chooses to mentor Keyblade wielders from his tower. As the final battle with Xehanort looms ahead, Master Yen Sid has been leading the effort to gather the 7 Guardians of Light we need. Chip, Private Pluto, 1943. One of Disney Castle's engineers, serious and professional, his skills with machinery are top class. He invented the Gummi ship and Gummi phone together with his younger brother Dale. Dale, Private Pluto, 1943. One of Disney Castle's engineers, despite his laid-back personality, his skills with machinery are top class. He invented the Gummi ship and Gummi phone together with his older brother Chip. Maleficent, Sleeping Beauty, 1959. An evil fairy who seeks to rule over all worlds. She and Pete are searching for a black box. But if you saw her movie, then starring Angelina Jolie, you might see another side to her. Pete, Steamboat Willie, 1928. Maleficent's henchman. The two of them are searching for a black box. I love how they don't really give Pete much of any background whatsoever. Olympus. Hercules. 1997. A hero with a kind heart and tremendous strength. He was born a god, but lives down on Earth as a mortal. We know Herc very well from the adventures we've shared together. Megara. Hercules, 1997. A woman dear to Hercules' heart. In the past, Hades blackmailed her into doing his bidding, but meeting Hercules put an end to that dark chapter of her life. Philoctetes. A renowned trainer of heroes who has whipped countless hopefuls into shape, including Hercules, and he doesn't speak, because apparently they didn't get his voice actor for him. Pegasus, a flying horse and Hercules' trusty partner. He was a gift from Herc's father, Zeus. Zeus, Hercules' father and a king of the gods of Olympus. Hermes, one of the gods of Olympus. You could explain what he was the god of. You know, I'm a little disappointed. They definitely could have added a bit more to these codexes. They're a bit sparse, to be quite honest. Apollo, one of the gods of Olympus. Give us a little bit more backstory of these gods. They actually are very, interesting. Athena, one of the goddess of Olympus. She's the god of wisdom. Very cool, Athena. Hades, god of the underworld. Undaunted by all the losses he suffered at Hercules' hands, he revived the Titans and tried to use them to overthrow Zeus and claim Olympus as his own. Would it have hurt them to explain, the reason why he was cast down into the underworld in the first place? I mean, that's all important stuff. Rock Titan, a gargantuan being made of solid stone. You don't say. Ice Titan, let me guess, a gargantuan being made of frigid ice. Lava Titan, a gargantuan being made of, wait for it, lava. Molten lava. Tornado Titan, a gargantuan being made of violent winds. And Twilight Town. Hainer, an unruly boy who lives in Twilight Town. He hangs out with Pence and Olette and feels an uncanny bond with Roxas. We know Hainer from our past adventures. Pence, a boy who lives in Twilight Town and has a knack for technology. Actually, I forgot that he did that. He hangs out with Hainer and Olette and feels an uncanny bond with Roxas. We know Pence from our past adventures. Olette, a mature girl who lives in Twilight Town. She hangs out with Hainer and Pence and feels an uncanny bond with Roxas. We know Olette from our past adventures. Cool. Adversaries. The Heartless. Shadow. Defeated. These shifty shades skulk around, then strike out of the blue. Stay locked on to make sure they don't give you the slip. They're immune to normal attacks when they dive beneath the surface, but a splash of water magic will yank them out of hiding in a hurry. Oh, that's cool! It's neat that they add those little tidbits of combat tips. Flame Core. Make snuffing out of these flameling fiends a top priority, or you're toast. And whoever said to fight fire with fire never met these things. Your red-hot spells won't even tickle. When in danger, they'll burst into flames and really bring the heat. Douse them with a well-aimed water or blizzard spell to chill them out, then finish the job. Water Core. Hit these sopping scoundrels while they're coated in water and they'll only teleport away. That's your cue to bring the magical heat. A fire spell will evaporate that shield in no time. Don't get caught out in the rain, or you'll come down with an extremely annoying cloud status. Earth Core. If you want to rock these baddies' world, aim for the face. Their pointy posteriors will only deflect your blows. Physical attacks will pass through them when they sand travel, but spells still hit home, so mash that magic. When they gather sand and grow enormous, a goofy bombardier will cut them down to size in no time. That one specifically, eh? Soldier. As threats goes, these aren't all that threatening, but that's no reason to be reckless. Just be careful not to get surrounded. Focus on taking them down one by one. Air Soldier. A soldier in flight is no cause for fright. Just watch for that charging attack and you'll be alright. When they fly out of walloping range, a blast of magic will do the trick. Large Body. Don't get body checked by these oversized oafs, and watch out for the shockwaves when they come down from a jump. Their jelly bellies will bounce any frontal attack, so circle around to the rear before slashing away. Magic works too. Get on their nerves and they'll turn red and charge at you. Blizzard spell ought to cool them off. Vermilion Samba. Ooh, these are pretty ones. These fiery flyers come to a mid-air halt and conjure up a sigil before they launch flaming badness at you. Use that opportunity to strike. When they do start dishing out rapid-fire spells, keep a cool head and dodge out of the way. Nothing rains on their parade quite like a cool sip of water magic. If you've got the MP to spare, go ahead and make a splash. Oh, I love these dad jokes. Popcat. Keep your wits about you when walking past pottery. You never know when it might sprout fuzzy limbs and attack. Once these scaredy cats show themselves, they'll start running around like crazy. If you try to create some distance, they'll huck smaller pots your way, but a well-timed block will return them to sender. Popcats are top-heavy and prone to face-planting. That's kind of funny, actually. When they stumble, make sure it's the last trip they break. They kind of remind me of Morgana from Persona 5, honestly. The Bizarre Archer. Archers that shoot arrows from their bows? Sound obvious? Well, that's honestly all there is to them. They pose little threat to you, but in packs they're a problem. Return fire from afar with magic, or close the distance and introduce them to your Keyblade. They'll sometimes team up with air soldiers. Maybe they're buddies. Rock Troll. Think this massive muscle-bound monster is a slowpoke? Think again. Think it's no big deal when it stops swinging around that huge axe and wears it as a mask? Think again. Again. Just keep swinging. You may just keep swinging, swinging, swinging. You may not be able to damage this big guy while he's masked, but you can break his fancy face. Satyr. Aside from mean punch, the biggest threat from these bullies is their stampede attack. They always lower their visor before starting to ram you, but you can break the horns off those helms. If you can break the horns off those helms, you'll get the rest of the fight free of charge. In formation, they're tougher to wrangle. Either break their ranks with a Trinity Guard, or keep your distance and pepper them with magic. Yeah, that's what we did. Dark Side. Ooh, that's a creepy-looking one. A colossal heartless that rose before Sora in a land of endless sea and sky. It looks different from other dark sides Sora has battled with, but the cause remains a mystery. Demon Tower. A dark swarm of shadows stacked into a looming spire. The fact that its foul ilk has been seen not just in the realm of darkness, but in the realm of light, is surely a harbinger of some coming evil. Okay, and the nobodies. Dusk. Phantasmagorical frights that morph and stretch as they fight, stay locked on, and all the fancy footwork in the world won't save them. As tough as they are to predict, there are moments when they just sort of stand there, and when they space, Keyblades to the face. Nice. Sniper. Gravity's got nothing on these slippery sharpshooters, and as soon as you close the distance, they'll warp right out of there. The good news, blocking will send the arrows they fire straight back at them. In bigger brawls, you'll want to make them a priority. A little magic goes a long way towards pinning them down as you can land some hits. Cool. Alright. And... we already got... Yeah, we got the photo album. We already got some lucky emblems. Sweet. There's still 5 more to be had in here. I guess we can look at the lucky emblems in other worlds right now. Story. Olympus. When Master Yen Sid told Sora he'd need to get his powers back, he suggested visiting a certain friend who had lost all his strength and successfully got it back. Sora knew exactly who Master Yen Sid meant and followed his heart to Olympus. Yet instead of the familiar Colosseum, he, Donald, and Goofy found themselves on a steep mountain trail. Perhaps less surprisingly, they ran into Hades, god of the underworld, who released powerful titans that blew off their trio, that blew our daring trio off to the mountain. Sora, Donald, and Goofy landed in Thebes, where they literally dropped in on just the man they were looking for, the hero Hercules. However, their happy reunion was cut short when a pack of Heartless appeared and lit the city ablaze. With no time to waste, Herc and Sora split up to rescue any citizens still trapped in the fire. While searching the city, Sora and friends encountered a few less than Greek faces. I like that, less than Greek. Maleficent and Pete had come to Olympus in search of a black box, but paid little mind to Sora in his weakened state. More distressingly, Zigbar of Organization 13 seemed to suggest Sora's quest to gather hearts might do more harm than good. Sora was unnerved, but saving the people of Thebes had to come first. Just when it seemed as though Thebes was out of danger, dark clouds began to swirl around Mount Olympus, a sign that after 18 years of plotting, Hades had finally begun his coup. Herc raced ahead to the summit, worried for his father, Zeus, king of the gods. Sora, Donald, and Goofy hurried after him. Up the mountain they went, setting the rock titan for a tumble along the way. Soon they reached the gods' abode and joined the battle for Olympus. Herc used his godlike strength to free his master Zeus. A dash of immortal combat and a flash of divine lightning later, Hades and Titans had been sent packing. Sora never did get a clear answer about how to reclaim his lost strength, but Herc's off-the-cuff advice stuck with him. It's when we want to help people with all our heart that we're more likely to succeed, and that phrase would be Sora's beacon going forward. Nice. Cool. Alright, and I think that's about it for now, and we've cleared up everything up to this point. Yeah, so this is a very short and sweet, really short and sweet Gummi phone entry. I'll probably, wait till we've gone through, 2 or 3 major stories before reading this again, but just wanted to get them out of the way so we can move on to the rest of the gameplay. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me as we learned all that stuff. I will talk to you guys later in the next video. Until then, love yourselves and love each other.